Oh my god, Meme Sage, I read the title of the video and saw the thumbnail and I'm automatically gonna assume that it's clickbait. How dare you say such a thing about the mods? I'm gonna leave a really long hate comment and I'm gonna expect you to read the whole thing.
Is your pet misbehaving? Now you can place your pet in a nice long sock.
What's up, Dank homies? Meme Sage here, and a lot of people wanted me to talk about the new Bane mods that were put into the game when Barakir came during his 100th visit, and here we are talking about those said Bane mods, and I don't like them. I think they're garbage. Whoa, did you guys feel that? It was an earthquake from all the people who clicked the dislike button at the same time. Okay, just hear me out for a second, okay? Don't jump the gun until you hear my reasons for why I don't like these mods. And also, just because I don't like these mods or don't think everyone should use it 100% of the time doesn't mean you can't do it. I mean, heck, if you want to put Maiming Strike on your Equinox, I'll be perfectly fine with that. But frankly, there are some people who actually respect my opinion and they just want to know, what do I think of these mods? So I'm choosing to share what I thought and what I think and what I found. And in no way, shape, or form am I attacking any other YouTuber. I know there are other YouTubers who've made videos on these mods and said how great they are. I know there are YouTubers who made videos and said how bad they are. I know Iflin just recently made a review video on the whole thing. I'm just sharing my thoughts now. Actually, there's one YouTuber I want to attack in this video. Life of Rio can't say the word ketchup.
My nigga, you just got roasted! Yeah! My nigga, you just got roasted!
First thing I want to say is there are a lot of great things about these mods, okay? A lot of great things. And some things you guys didn't know. I know a lot of people are saying, Meme Sage, they triple dip into gas damage. Yeah, they triple dip into gas damage. They also double dip into slash damage, they double dip into fire damage, and they double dip into electricity damage. Almost like we've seen this before. Triple dipping into a certain proc like gas damage or double dipping into a certain proc like slash is something that's been in the game before through stealth damage. It's also something that's been nerfed in the game before. When you go invisible, you gain something called stealth damage, or at least when an enemy is unaware of you, you do stealth damage with melee weapons. That will allow your weapon to do 8 times more damage. This damage would triple dip into gas damage and double dip into slash, fire, and electricity. And this is something that's been in the game for years, and people have been using that for years. And I mean years since the game has like come out. But then DE had decided, hey, this is a bug. We don't want anything double dipping or triple dipping into the same damage type when it's struck. It's meant to do a certain percent of damage increased. So who's to say that these Bane mods, which do exactly what DE was trying to remove from the game, isn't also a bug? While before, the multiplier would be 8 times 8 times 8 for gas damage, in this case it's 0.55 times 0.55 times 0.55 for gas damage. And of course that multiplier is a lot lower, but also keep in mind, this is for all weapons now instead of just melee weapons. And for some weapons it doesn't work the best on, but for the weapons it does work good on, it's freaking insane. And I know if I went ahead and abused this for the Zenistar, then I would really like that, but then when it gets removed, I'll be pretty freaking disappointed. And let me go ahead and quote one of my favorite Warframe YouTubers, the Gay Guy Plays. Don't get really used to something and then really like it, because remember, this game is still in beta and they can change anything. Now touch your body. So with that point being said, I really believe that this is just a bug that people are abusing and not realizing that it's a bug. But DE so-and-so tweeted out that it triple dips into gas damage. He said, just so you guys know, it does this. Yeah, I know he tweeted out saying that it does this, but maybe he wasn't aware that, oh, this is something the rest of DE doesn't know? Oh, okay. You know, who knows? All I know is that this is something DE claimed that they didn't want in their game, and now it's in their game and it's getting popular now, so I don't want to get too used to it because, you know, it's probably going to get removed anyway. And that makes for a good segue into the next topic, the cost. This is mainly talking about the cost of the prime variants of the Bane mods instead of the normal variants, which you do realize the prime variants of these mods cost like 50k endo in order to max each one. And did you know that if you weren't lucky enough to get it from Borrowed Key tier, it's gonna cost you like 75 platinum to buy it from someone else? And it costs like 2 million credits in order to max out as well, but that's not a very big deal because I do index religiously, but some other people don't, so that's a big deal for you, but not me, because, you know, index god over here. But tell me this, why would I want to spend 2 million credits, 70 to 75 platinum, 50k endo on one Bane mod that I'll probably end up replacing in the future and may get nerfed in the future because, I mean, let's be honest, it most likely is a bug, but why would I spend all that on that when I can get a Riven mod? You can get Bane attributes on Rivens as well, and most Riven mods are only 40 platinum, and if you don't like the stats on it, you can re-roll it and most likely end up getting a Bane attribute because let's be honest, for some reason, we just can't avoid getting Bane mods on Rivens. And the Bane mods are only actually worth it on weapons that utilize slash and gas. And the Riven will come with either damage or critical chance or critical damage or toxin or literally anything else. It's not wasting a mod slot. And with that being said, that brings us into our final topic. Where the heck do you put the mod? Now, I'm mainly talking to my min-maxers here. I'm not talking about the casuals who only go against level 40 or level 75 enemies, because let's be honest, against level 75 enemies, you can just take a stick and put Serration on it and it'll insta-kill everything. Now, mainly looking at melee weapons, look at your melee builds. Where do you put the mod in your melee build? I mean, other than the Orvius, I know the Orvius works great with Bane mods, especially because it's mainly working with gas damage, and there are a lot of mods that just don't work on the Orvius. Therefore, you have an extra mod slot to be able to put the Bane mod in and put a Riven. But looking at other weapons, like for example the Legion, like I just showed you guys earlier, with the Legion it really didn't do that much of a difference in damage, mainly because I replaced the 100% damage mod that I had on my Legion. But notice I didn't have a Riven on my Legion because I don't own a Riven for the Legion. But if I did own a Riven for the Legion, then I would have used that instead of the Bane mod. Oh, but meme said you can just get the prompt. But yeah, I'd rather just spend 40 platinum on the Legion Riven and then boom, be done with it, instead of spending 50,000 endo on just one mod. But other than replacing the damage mod, what else would I replace? I mean, I'm not going to replace my combo mod because losing combo, what does that mean? That means significantly less DPS. Now again, I would like to highlight, I'm not saying that Bane mods never work in any builds. They do work in some builds, and in some builds, they are better to use them rather than not using them. But with everything that I previously said, that's why I'm saying it may not be worth it. Now I know I only used 2 examples, but I tested this against at least 50 different weapons. But the majority of the weapons that I tested it against, it just didn't work well. So am I saying don't ever use Bane mods and DE messed up for even making Bane mods? No, I'm not saying that. I'm giving my opinion on the Bane mods because people wanted me to. So in conclusion, if you own a Bane mod and have a Bane mod build, hey, go ahead, power to you, son. But remember, there's a risk of it getting removed because it is based off of a bug that they kept trying to remove in the past. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that whenever I upload a video, I'm going to be posting a poll in our channel's community tab. Now, what is this poll for? What this poll is for is so that you guys can vote on what video will be uploaded next to the channel. For example, would you want me to upload a video on the Bane mods? Would you want me to upload a video on Lunaro? Would you want me to upload a video on that stupid TikTok app that keeps popping up everywhere?
If a woman sleeps with 10 guys, then she's considered a slut. Now, if a man does it, then he would be gay.
With that being said, that's all I have to say for this video. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like and leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to become part of the Dinkum family, go ahead and do so. And I will see you guys later. Peace and much love.
Don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Life gon' make it happen anyway. And I say don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change.